Okay, yeah, that... Okay, one second. I know I'm on screen already, but just give me a minute. We are not off to a great start, if you ask me. First, it was the problem wasn't even the problem was the mic. But it wasn't connected in the mic's end. I don't know how that happened, but yeah. So here we are getting ready to. Can't skip my way through all this. Okay, great. All right, so starting properly. Citizens of this city, welcome. It is I, your savior, the hero that faps in the night, the HeroFizzer. Still gotta work on that opening. Okay. So today is May 30th. One second, there is one last thing I forgot to do. I can do it while I'm talking. So today is May 30th. If you are a Senran Kagura fan who is watching this, you know very well that today is the last day for the gacha game in Japan. What is it? New Wave, New Link? Today is the last day that it will be active. It's going into offline mode, but unfortunately servers and everything else is down. So, just a brief moment of silence for the game, and for what unfortunately may be the end of the series. I say may because God only knows what the future can bring from this point on. It's a shame. It is a shame because I like this franchise. I like what it is. And I wish that others could enjoy it and appreciate it. It's just... But this is also all we have right now. We just have the memories, which I guess in itself isn't bad. We have the memories, but we also don't have a really satisfying conclusion. I guess in a way, the New Wave, New Link did end on a satisfying conclusion. But they've left it open to the point where they, if they want to continue it, they'll find a way to continue it. I think something similar happened when they brought characters over from the 3DS series and tried to incorporate them into stuff like Peach Beach Splash. But all the same, it's just... I feel like this series did deserve better. That being said, yeah, I don't really have a really good way to conclude this eulogy. All the same, I hope that Senran Kagura can find a way to continue forward. With all that out of the way, though, it's time to continue tonight's session. Well, begin it, rather. Last we left off, we were in the middle of, Hanabi... I don't... Hibari. Freaking Hibari. We were in the middle of Hibari's story, which is essentially going to take up the entirety of Chapter 3. I've already said it, but it's ridiculous that the whole thing focuses on Hibari and it creates a jumbling around effect. where not all of the characters are going to be able to level up equally. Right now, Hibari's at level 5, but if I was looking at the other characters, I don't know if I can. I don't think this is where I'd go to look at that. Just hold on. Yeah, I think this is where I want to go. If I was looking at any of the other characters, that's results, pics, visuals, music, voices, vids, TS files. Yeah, Hibari has the most usage so far. Asuka's in 5th, obviously. Ikaruga's only in 4th. Katsuragi's in 3rd. It's not really balanced, and it's only going to get more for Hibari as this chapter continues. That being said, we'll continue on. Maybe, depending on how the quality of the next couple of chapters goes, like if the difficulty ramps up somehow, I might end up having to try to do the free missions on my own time just to try to grind for Ikaruga, Asuka, and the others to be at the proper levels. Because I imagine that's what they're expecting. They expect you to do the free missions and not just grind through the story. I could be wrong. But that seems to be how I remember it last time I played. So, but all the same, I gotta say, I think we're making decent progress. Like, I didn't, there's 5 chapters each. So far, we're at an average about 8 subsections per chapter. How long have we been here? A minute? An hour? I've lost all track of time. I sit on the bench in the dim hospital corridor, my mind fuzzy. Everyone in Master Carrier's shinobi class is next to me. Nobody says a word. But I know they're all worried about Yagyu. It's not just that she was critically wounded. The bullet was coated in poison. All the doctor said before he went into the operating room was, "She's very much at risk." It's my fault. It's all my fault. What'll I do if she dies? It's alright. Yagyu's gonna pull through, Asuka mutters, seemingly to no one in particular. Yeah, that's right, Cat replies, barely audible. Is something up with their outfits? Hanzo Academy is usually blue, but they're very black right now. I don't know if that has something to do with the setting, or if it's just like, I don't know, a mourning period. Like, oh my god, school uniforms with a mourning pattern. That feels bleak. I wonder if that's a thing in Japan. Anyway, no one says anything else. Time seems to stretch out forever. I wish they'd just come right out and say it. It's my fault. I'm the one to blame. I should be the one dying instead of Yagyu. God, like, she does look like she's on the verge of crazy. It's not, it doesn't even, like, I mean, I imagine she is very guilty. So many emotions, but that face just reads a little bit on the psychosis. I'd feel so much better if someone said that. Everybody's kindness and concerns are just dead weight to me right now. We hear footsteps approaching from down the hall. We all stand up in unison. A female nurse comes running up.
Yagyu?
How is Yagyu? The nurse smiles and answers Master Kirya. The surgery was a complete success. Relief floods Asuka and Kat's faces, and they hug each other tightly. Master Kirya lets out a big sigh of relief, and Ikaruga gently swabs away tears from her eyes. Since Yagyu will be sleeping off the anesthetic for a while, we decide to leave for the day. I've got an errand I need to run. You guys go on ahead. Huh? Why? I can see Asuka's worried. She doesn't want me to be alone. I just need to buy something. Don't worry. I'll be right back. Once I say that, I turn my back and run off. Yagi's going to be okay. But that's not the end of this. I have to take full responsibility. I have to defeat that Mirai. I have to exact revenge for Yagyu. I leave the hospital and wander aimlessly through the urban night. That way I might run into something from Hebijo. Someone, even.
Hibari.
What are you doing, Hibari? I turn around to see Master Kiria. I'm not sure how to answer him. Are you looking to settle the score? Right on the mark. I never could keep secrets from him. I mean, you got those big, weird, flowery eyes and pink hair. I would imagine it's very hard to keep any kind of secret from anybody. I nod sheepishly. You know that's impossible for you. Even so, I have to, I reply immediately. It's the first time I've ever argued with him like this. Yagyu might forgive me. Everyone else probably already has, but that doesn't mean I can forgive myself. I try to say it as clearly as I can, but Master Kiria's face grows stern. I'm about to get yelled at. I try to prep myself for it. Obtain the super secret ninja art scroll. Huh? As you are now, you'd easily meet your demise. But with the scroll... I gape at him in shock. The super secret ninja art scroll is the treasure of Hanzo Academy. Is it okay for someone like me to even touch it? Heck, I don't even know where it's being kept. $5 says it's between somebody's... It's either somebody's boobs or ass crack. I don't know. I don't know where it's being kept either. But I may have a clue. What kind of clue? A sign. He's talking about the secret cipher of shinobi. A password to distinguish friendly shinobi from enemies. The well-known one is when one says mountain, the other answers river. Something like that. Find the super secret ninja art scroll, Hibari. It's the only way to avenge her. He's right, of course. There's nothing else I can do. After Master Kiria and I separate, I head back to Hanzo Academy. I look around the entire school campus, searching high and low. But I can't find a single clue. The only place I haven't searched is the principal's office. That just seems like a very dangerous place anywhere. I feel awkward as anything sneaking in there. But now's not the time to worry about protocol. I enter the office and check every nook and cranny. In doing so, I find a door that won't open. It leads to the faculty room next door. A door that leads to the faculty room. Something's up. I have a weird feeling I just can't shake. Why is the door to the faculty room locked? Could it be? Oh no, they're probably just very protective about their coffee. I grip the doorknob. Then... I gently open the door. Ah! Ah! Sayori! What are you doing here? You're not even in this game! What's going on? Ah! Okay, no, really. Ooh, could you imagine, though? Spy. Just like a shinobi contraption being released, a voice comes from the door. Spy? What's that supposed to mean? I mean, what? I tilt my head, trying to recall Master Kiria's words. Yeah, this must be the sign. I opened up my eyes and I saw the sign. But what's the response to spy? Versus? I gulp. If this door really does lead to the super secret ninja art scroll, of course the security's going to be serious. It'll probably only give me one guess. One mistake, and it's game over. Spy. 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 I run it through my head over and over and over again. Then it hits me. This has to be it. Assassin. Fear makes my voice quaver. Spy and assassin were the names given to early ninjas. I hear the sound of a lock disengaging. I pump my fist. Beyond the door is a hidden shelf upon which lies a rolled up scroll. Is this the super secret ninja art scroll? I take it in my hand. It's both prettier and heavier than the scrolls we use, laced with fine embroidery, and the quality of the paper is unbelievable. Alright, you pass. All of a sudden, Master Kiria is there with me. Are you sure it's okay for me to use this, Master? He nods deeply and hands me a map. This is what I've found. The location of Hebijo Academy. Huh? Hibari, you must go. And change that which you find lacking in yourself. I brandish the scroll and answer loudly. I will avenge Yagyu. It's alright. I can do this. With the scroll, I should be able to use more secret ninja arts than ever. Maybe I could take on all 5 Hebijo elites at once. Oh, yeah, sure. That's a little too confident. I will take them down myself. I've been nothing but trouble for everyone so far. Now's my chance to make it up to them. And I will change what I don't like about myself. I bow deeply to Master Kiria. Then I start following the map. Just as Hibari drops out of sight, a small shadow approaches Kiria. Oh. Hi, Haruka. Told ya. Think nothing of it. Oh, misguided Hibari. This, Master Kiria, is all mine. And his anatomy is highly accurate. I mean, look, you know Haruka's got some freaky shit going on there. This is the Hebijo stronghold. A camouflage barrier? Welcome to Hebijo Clandestine Girls Academy. I'll be your hostess for the night. Oh dear. You're the girl from the other day. We meet again, my lovely little dolly. I'm not a doll! There has to be some kind of transformation fanfic out there somewhere where that is the case. You're quite feisty. I presume it's because you're holding the super secret ninja art scroll. How did you know? I didn't. You just gave the game away. Ah, oh, damn it. I always fall for that one. No, I know. Your instructor told me. Well done, Hibari. Now hand over the super secret ninja art scroll. I swear, his face is, like, so much more scrunched in than I thought it was. Master Kiria? Yeah, that's not a good sign. No way! A puppet? You're a fool, Hibari. I knew you'd believe every word I said. Even that one. No real shinobi could ever be fooled so easily. You're not cut out for this at all. What's that supposed to mean? I already had a general idea of where the scroll was, but that was as close as I'd gotten. That's why I let you do the searching for me. You won't get away with this. Tricking me with a fake Master Kiria, that's too low! And what if it is? What do you propose to do about it? I have this! Is that an invisible sword? Yes! A super secret ninja art scroll. Okay. Have you not? And you think it'll let you take me on all by your lonesome little self? That's right. As long as I have this, there's no way I can lose to you. I do wonder about that. Well, be my guest then. Don't blame me if you get hurt. Huh? What's going on? There's nothing here. Exactly, dear. You don't need a scroll to tell you. Goddamn, I was gonna do a Kung Fu Panda bit, but I actually forget the exact reasoning behind it. Sorry. So what does it say? What the? How the? It's blank! Okay. I was close. I was so close. A shinobi of your meager caliber wouldn't be able to use that scroll at all. No. We Hebijo, however, are worthy of its power. Now, hand it over. You simply don't understand. Without that scroll, what hope could you possibly have? I'll fight you with my own strength. Scroll or no scroll, I won't let you win. I mean, that's good confidence, but... I do love that expression on your face. You're what I've always wanted in a doll. Oh boy, this is not gonna go well. I'm not even gonna bother doing frantic mode. This is painful enough as it is. Oh, right. Yep. Nope. Ah, okay, whoa. Dang it, come on! I got out of that one. You're saying words, but I'm not really... Ah! There we go, jeez! That is probably one of my bigger issues with her, too. Oh, jeez, already? She has what I can only really refer to as Smash Brother foot. For whatever reason, the developers decided that Hibari needs to have a tripping animation, which I don't think is present on any of the other girls. Yeah, I need this. Not the animation, mind you, but... Dang it! Dang, okay. You see what I mean? Ugh, finally. I shouldn't be excited to have to deal with a shinobi transformation. I blocked that. Yeah, sorry, focusing a little bit. Oh, she's down to her panties already. Yeah, I think there'd be an animation for that, but I guess they decided not to put that bother with it. Dang it. Where are you now? Did that get her? Oh, finally! Oh. That fight should not feel as difficult as it was. You and me, my little Ninta. Bang, zoom. Straight to the moon. Alright, let's go. Let's move on. Yeah, that's how I feel right now. A valiant effort indeed. And you have grown stronger, I must say. But still so pitifully naive. I do not remember this being part of her damaged wardrobe. When did you... All I wanted was the scroll. I never cared about winning the fight. No fair! Fair, spare me. Such is the nature of all things shinobi. Oh, I did it again. I've lost the school's greatest treasure. Man. Yeah, you kinda did. Now, whatever shall you do? Just do whatever you want. Turn me into a doll. I could never show my face to them again. There's no point in living. Be more confident, damn it! Indeed. Well, I accept your offer then. You'll be my doll, effective immediately. Riveting stuff there.
みんな本当にごめんね。よくできました。
Yeah. Yep, you go ahead and congratulate yourself. You deserve it. I don't know. I don't know. There's no way that... I don't even know if that is the... That has to be the end of the chapter. It just feels like very lackluster, I guess. As I'm called to the north gate, I see Haruka and a Hanzo shinobi standing there. Sorry, which character is this? Okay, so it's one. I think it's. Yeah. We're seeing this from the perspective of one of the Hebijo students, I think. She's huddled next to Haruka, cringing like a small animal. Here you go. Haruka holds out the super secret ninja art scroll. Nice work. I finally have the scroll in my hands. So, Haruka, are you going to make her a doll? Or what? I glance at Hibari. You know, I was planning to at first, but then she said she wanted to transfer here. Okay. Yeah, this is something that... Like, this is kind of a weird thing with Hibari, if I'm not mistaken. Where... Spoilers, by the way. So, from what I remember, the route for Hanzo has... It seems as though Hibari is actually transferring into Hebijo. As, you know, part of the like a hypnosis thing from Haruka, like she is becoming the puppet. But it gets they tried to retcon it in the Hebijo route. That you'll see eventually, I'm sure, but yeah, that's what's going on from what I remember. It's a very weird thing. I don't know, it's like they were trying to change this over to something that... Yeah, I guess trying to make the Hebijo students seem less evil, but they're already at a school for evil shinobi, so I don't know what's going on. She had her scrolls stolen, and now she wants to transfer here. I bet there's a reason for that. She most likely wants to infiltrate our school and steal it back. You really want to transfer here? I glare at Hibari. She gulps. Yes, I do. I can't go back to Hanzo Academy. I see. So from now on, that makes you our comrade. She looks somehow disappointed at that. What's wrong? What's wrong? You're not even a little skeptical? What's there to be skeptical about? You must be wondering why we take an enemy, right? Hibari gives me a small nod. See? Good is narrow-minded. It discriminates against anyone who's not righteous enough. In the words of a famous helmet, evil will always win because good is dumb. Hibari stares me right in the face as I go on explaining. Where good favors few, evil accepts all. We'll take anyone no matter what they've done. Haruka nods along. That's the difference between good and evil. So, what would you do if I betrayed you? Hibari still looks confused. A lot of unspeakable things I would have to imagine. What, are you planning to take the scroll back? My words make her eyebrows go up a little. She's still a novice. She can't hide how nervous she is. See, now that I'm actually playing this back, I have to wonder if there even actually was, like, any hint of hypnosis. Because Hibari just seems way too... For somebody that would be under hypnosis, she's reacting in ways that I wouldn't expect some... You know, because, like, I would have to imagine there is a thing where, like, she has, like, a blank stare. I'm not actually sure. I forget more than I remember about this game. But I do remember there was something that changed between this and that. Anyway. If you think you can, give it a try. Huh? We still don't turn anyone away. Someone has to carry out all the necessary evil in the... Really? Do they really? Because, you know, I wouldn't mind having a lot less evil in the world right now. God. If there were only good shinobi, who would do... Nobody! Nobody needs to do the dirty work. I get people think that there needs to be a balance between good and evil, but oh my god, the idea here is just... Maybe it's because I've had years of experience, but oh, like, just, like, I've aged since this game first came out, and I'm just thinking to myself, oh... I'm moving on. Life isn't all sunshine and... Without... okay. I'm trying not to be so pessimistic, but... Just... consider it a worldviews thing, and we'll just move on after that. I place a super secret ninja art scroll in my cleavage and walk away towards the castle keep. I have to look over the paperwork for the new students today. It's part of my duty as shinobi student leader. And yeah, it's as tedious as it sounds. I mean, these long VN portions are very tedious as well. My room is on the top floor of the castle keep. There's a stack of admission documents a mile high sitting on the bookrest inside. I sigh and resume checking them over one by one. Those who weren't accepted to good shinobi schools, dropouts, students who come from evil shinobi backgrounds, everyday hooligans, all the usual suspects. Hebijo scouts network all across the country and secretly headhunt these types. I press the Hamura stamp in the pass column for every last one of them. Fair and balanced, I see. No one gets turned away from Hebijo. That's why this work is so mindless. Oh? I halt in mid-stamp. Knuckles, did you already approve this? This one's picture gives me an odd feeling. Like a tingling sensation. But I shouldn't be feeling that. Anyway. Where have I seen her before? When I look at this girl's face, I start feeling sick. And I don't know why. I look at the entry under Reason for Application. There's a girl I want to kill. My brother was assigned to assassinate her, but she crushed him. I will never forgive that bitch. I will tear her limb from bloody limb, if it's the last thing I do. I feel like I've just been hit in the face. I mean, goddamn. Could she be... Okay. This doesn't feel familiar. But knowing what comes from the franchise after this game, I have to wonder if this is just like something that they threw in just for Burst Renewal as a teaser for the future characters. I really should go back through the 3DS version and just double check. Because I still have that. Still have it on my 3DS, and I could probably just go through the VN parts without, having to play through the whole thing all over again. A whole flood of memories comes rushing back to me. It's funny to think about, but I haven't always been an evil shinobi. I actually come from a long line of good shinobi. I'd been in cram school since first grade so that I could enroll in a top shinobi school. I was in middle school when the incident happened. Yes, every school has the incident. Through the school, I had a personal tutor named Komichi. He was an active university student and a very kind man. If I ever made a mistake, he was always quick with a smile and a gentle correction. And my grades soared as a result. I've kind of been asking this since it started, but I really do wonder why we need to go through all of this for, I'm guessing, Hamura at this point. I don't know, it doesn't feel like it's necessary? Especially because you already have the burst route. I don't know. Just thinking out loud, I guess. My parents expected nothing short of perfection from me. My day-to-day life was heavily regimented, and I lived in a constant stress-induced haze. My time with Komichi was like an oasis from all that. He listened patiently to all my complaining and took me out to relax when I'd start to get frustrated. It might sound corny now, but in all honesty, he was my rock back then. Truth be told, I had feelings for him. Maybe it was that whole first love thing. When I was in 8th grade, he asked me about my future. Since my family's kind of special, I have to inherit the family business. The business was being shinobi, but I couldn't tell him that. Of course, I couldn't say I was applying to a shinobi school either. As soon as I finished that sentence, he gave me a worried look. With your grades, you'd excel anywhere. So why would you... No matter how I tried to change the subject, he wouldn't drop it. Nah. Look, if you do want to attend high school, I'll do all I can to convince your parents. I was glad he was so serious about it. At the same time, I knew I couldn't convince him to let it go. Not by lying to him. Please don't tell anyone I told you this. I believed in Komichi. If anyone could keep my secret, it had to be him. My family is a clan of shinobi. And just like that, you've doomed him. His eyes went as round as dinner plates. And why wouldn't they? No normal person would believe shinobi still exist in this day and age. Whether you believe me or not. No, I believe you. Eh? Will you tell me more about it? Did you get very far? I was so happy that he believed me. I told him all about my family. This is like superheroics number rule 101. Not rule 101, class 101. And again, I should know about this kind of thing. You do not tell people your secret identity. Unless they become your sidekick somehow. He listened in silence. I see, he muttered when I'd finished talking. I finally got you. All kindness disappeared from his face. A camouflage barrier rose up around us. Okay. I was wrong. She still made a bad choice, though. Komichi whipped out a kunai and lunged at me. I dodged it by a hair. I couldn't grasp what was happening. Why? Isn't it obvious? I'm an evil shinobi! And he had a mission, to wipe out my family. He continued to swing the kunai. I'd had just enough martial arts training by that point to keep myself alive from moment to moment. Even so, he had me backed into a corner in no time. He advanced on me with a smile. If you want to kill me, why were you nice to me? Really? You really gotta ask that? You dumb bitch. I had to make sure you were the right clan's daughter. That's it? Yes, of course that's it. What else were you expecting? That's the only reason he treated me... Yes! So why didn't you just torture it out of me? He'd been playing a long, slow game, and I had to know why. Torture? No. Huh? Torture hurts, but betrayal hurts more. His face had twisted into an ugly snarl. There was no sign of the person I'd trusted. It hurt so much, I couldn't help but cry. Yep, that's a good point. He did play you like a fool. Yes, that's it. Your tears are so delicious. He clapped in what must have been pure joy. That's just a look I wanted to see. I bit my lip. Hard enough to draw blood. Is that even possible? I'd been stupid enough to open my heart to this man. So stupid. Oh, now this is a masterpiece, he laughed, tasting the tip of the kunai. Don't tell me you actually loved me! That was when something inside me snapped. Don't laugh at me! That's where my memory gets foggy. I don't know, I would definitely remember the sound of, what I'm assuming is your hand going through his chest to grab his heart. All I remember is Komichi's face, covered in blood. He may have been an evil shinobi, but I wasn't a shinobi at all yet. Just a regular middle school student. Good shinobi schools don't accept criminals regardless of the circumstances. I would never be a good shinobi. That path closed to me that day. My parents were ashamed of me, infuriated. No matter how I tried to explain things to them, they were having none of it. They disowned me. I was left to the streets. I'd been betrayed by a man I trusted and abandoned by my parents. I wandered the city aimlessly, utterly alone. Being completely unwanted and unneeded by anyone is an awful lot like being dead. To be honest, that's how I felt. I must have looked like some wandering ghost shambling all over the place. I finally found you. You're the one who beat Komichi half to death. An unknown woman called to me from a back alley. Just keep walking. Keep walking. Just ignore the woman's voice. So what if I am? I replied, annoyed. She showed me a brochure for a newly built shinobi school. Hebijo Clandestine Girls Academy. It was a school for training evil shinobi. Evil, but still a shinobi. I still had my childhood dreams of becoming a shinobi, and I couldn't throw away this last chance to make them come true. I signed the application where she showed me. They put a burlap sack over my head and took me someplace dark. Jesus Christ! I get it, you want to keep your school a secret and all that, but oh my god, burlap sack, really? Like that I don't know. That sounds more dangerous than it should. At least like a blindfold? Would it really? When they pulled the bag off, I found myself in an interview room. There, I saw a politician I recognized from TV. You're going to let me into this school? At my frankness, he tilted his head. Why do you ask that? I don't know, man. Why are we talking in riddles like that? Not even a riddle, it's just... Why would she... I mean... I'm letting this game get to me. I should not be letting this game get to me. I am thinking way too hard. Because I almost killed your friend, Komichi. He gave me a very cool smile. God, that just seems like a weird thing. Because, like, when I think cool, you know, I'm thinking, like, you know, T-Bird, the hooligan type kind of character, not an old politician. Politician, come on. What politician has a cool smile to them? Don't answer that. Please do not, for the love of God, do not answer that. I do not want to... What's done is done. Hebijo turns no one away. The politician pressed his stamp on my entry application. Approved! I made it. Didn't you know? What good favors... Yes, we've heard it all. I'm not... My mentor betrayed me. My parents abandoned me. I thought I was worthless. Better off dead. Yet Hebijo still took me in. And so I was reborn as Hamura, the evil shinobi. Most don't bother to recognize the truth. The truth that good discards some people. That evil saves some people. I studied the photo on the application. Yes. No doubt about it. This is Komichi's little sister. The little sister who apparently wants to kill me. Maybe she doesn't know that I'm at Hebijo. Maybe there'll be a death match when we meet at school. I press my seal on her application. Approved! Hebijo accepts anyone. Even someone who wants you dead. I begin to laugh without realizing it. Well, at least this'll be interesting. My school life is going to get that much more exciting. I don't know if exciting is the word I'd be using right now. When the people I loved most cast me aside, my heart stopped beating. But when I'm in the heat of battle, I still feel alive. Are you sure that's not your teammate Hikage? Because I feel like that just... I don't know, man. She's emotionless. I would consider... whatever. That's how it is. If I'm not fighting as a shinobi, I'm no better than a corpse. I finish stamping the forms and take out the super secret ninja art scroll. Let's see just what this thing can do. Obviously, I'll be targeting Hanzo Academy. Not only was their scroll stolen, but they're going to be crushed by the very power they lost. I'd love to see the look on Asuka's face. I can't help picturing it. I can't stop myself from laughing uproariously. How's it going? You've caught me in the middle of Hamura's monologue, and I'm just trying to deal with it. Hey, Kat, you haven't seen Hibari anywhere, have you? Nope. I see. I've been a little worried. She seemed like she blamed herself for what happened to Yagyu. If you're worried about Hibari, you don't have to be. In the flesh? What the hell are you doing here? And what do you mean by that? I mean, Hibari's in our class now. What are you saying? What? That's what kind of drags this game down, is they really love over-explaining everything. Yeah, I've kind of been going through the motions of that right now, because I swear, like, I'm feeling that right now with just, what are you saying? And so many times through Hamura's VN piece, I kept asking what do you mean? What do you mean by that when they ask questions like that? Because it's like, I don't know, man. You don't like, what do you think they mean? You don't have to worry about Hibari because she's in our class now. What are you saying? I'm saying Hibari, like, again, I am thinking way too hard. I am thinking way too hard. I think that's the issue with this game having come out on the 3DS. It's they were able to make it look good. The frame rate wasn't great, but you're definitely right. I think a lot of the VN stuff really didn't need... I question why Hamura's VN piece was in the Hanzo portion of this story, because I don't really know if it even amounts to anything. Especially because it focuses on Komichi, and she just let Komichi's sister, I guess, into the academy. And all throughout that, I'm asking myself, wait, is she supposed to be like Miyabi or somebody? Anyway, she transferred, and she's not coming back. Hibari would never leave Hanzo. Stop making things up. I'm not making anything up. I don't believe you. You're lying. Whatever. If you're that convinced, you want to try to beat the truth out of me? Simple, right? Stand back, everyone. I'll take her. And by everyone, I just mean Katsuragi. I know. And again, I just ask if it's supposed to be Miyabi. Do they ever follow up on it, I guess, is the better question. God dang it! Dang it, I countered that! Okay. Oh, come on! Alright, now I got you cornered. Oh, this is the best way to do this, I tell ya. This is what I love. Look, I'll let you out of the corner when you're ready to do your shinobi transformation. Ah, dang it! There we go. Oh, of course. See, I don't remember if it was in the 3DS version. I could understand them adding it as part of this game, you know, to hint at the future events of the other Senran Kagura games. You know, because some movies do that, some shows do that, prequels and all that, etc., etc. Yeah, I should probably... do the thing. But if it was in the 3DS version, then I don't know. Again, it's just dang it. I don't know why the camera thing doesn't targeting. Yeah, targeting. Doesn't stay on her for some reason. And you're cornered again. Never mind. Oh, come on. Got her. Okay. Great. I'm not gonna say I broke a sweat, but I did something at least. It's just funny when she's looking off camera when you point the angles around like this. Because what is she looking at otherwise? Okay. Now tell me the truth. Where's Hibari? Here's her answer. The super secret ninja art scroll? It's invisible? What? No, damn it, they couldn't animate the scroll in my hand. Shut up. Hibari brought it right to us. Yeah, I could imagine why. No, that can't be. Believe me, or don't. I don't care. But you better believe in this thing. What thing? Oh, that thing? What is this? Incredible. This is the power of Super Secret Ninja Art Scroll. It's overwhelming. I could probably use any ninja art I could think of. Oh, like a mimic? Yeah, but that's probably that's just gonna be too boring. Actually, that'd be a neat Senran Kagura character. Is there a mimic in any of the New Wave, New Link stuff? What's wrong, Asuka? You're shaking. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I was just thinking of a really funny joke. No. It wouldn't even be fun crushing an ant like you. Now that I have the scroll, I don't care about you anymore. That implies that you cared about her in the first place. Bye! I love that she calls her Hamura-chan. I don't know. Just funny. What about Hibari? Where is she? Did you not figure that part out? I don't think it's a bad story. Simple story, but it does its job. Only thing is there's too much backstory. Yeah, again, you're not wrong. Because what am I? I'm over an hour into this stream. I had some mic issues, and this is still only like so far in. I just completed 3-3. There was the visual novel piece before that where Hibari goes to the clandestine academy. Then I fight Haruka. Then we had Hamura's VN piece. Then I just had the second fight of the stream. You are correct in that the pacing is bad. I still enjoy it. I still enjoy the characters. I still enjoy the designs. The artist, forgetting their name in the moment because I'm just kind of blinded by mild rage, but it's all good. But it feels like they were trying to do their best to get their mileage out of this being a portable handheld game, and making up for the lack of graphic design at that time. That's all. That's just my 2 cents. I'm not saying that's the definitive thing that happened, but it's kind of just one of those things that makes me think, especially because, as a writer and as somebody who has been around others who are designers for games and other things, it makes me think a lot about how the different processes come together and how they try to make up for that. Exactly, yeah. It's kind of like how... Sorry, I should be moving on. The best example I can think of is Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. The game itself is about 4 hours long if you play it like a Crash Bandicoot game. But Toys for Bob put in all these nooks and crannies that you had to get to a 106% completion, I think. And it can take a long time. It can make the game worse for you to do. I can definitely remember that being the case for me when I was playing through this after I beat the game. I was trying to do the star rank for every level until I realized it's completely pointless. Like, you're trying to get your money's worth out of it, but at the same time, it makes it drag on. Like, the character missions, the character bits that I do get, I do enjoy. But the visual novel stuff, when it becomes too much, I just can't keep waiting here. I'm worried about Hibari. You don't need to worry about that, Klutz. You're standing right in front of me this whole time? She transferred to Hebijo Academy. You're not trying to ignore me again, are you? I'm telling the truth! She must have thought it was her fault you got hurt. She took your super secret ninja art scroll and came right at us. She was planning to avenge you, but it turned out she couldn't use the thing. So then what? Not ignoring me now, are you? Answer me. What happened to Hibari? I already told you. She transferred to Hebijo. Don't be ridiculous. Why would she seek revenge and then change schools? Ah, see? Now you're thinking. You want to know? Yes. And I will make you tell me. Great. Now I've got your attention. Look, I know Senran Kagura precedes all of it, but every time I hear Mirai talk and I just look at her, for some reason, I just think Kagura. Don't ask me why. It's a crazy connection, I know, but I can't not look at her like that. SK, I think you skip the VNs to know how to play it. Should roughly. Yeah, you're right, because again, you know what? I would actually love to go through my streams once I'm done with the Hanzo playthrough, just to see how long the VN, like if you remove the VNs completely, void of that context, How much of this stream actually... Bros are nice. Probably could have kept fighting her like that. Dang it. I'm trying to visualize her off the top of my head, but I'm not thinking. Is she one of the Gessen characters? I'm guessing I think she's one of the twins, maybe? This is a very weird choice in a battlefield. I don't hate it, but it's very uneven. I blocked it! What? Oh, right. Yeah. I probably should have done it anyway. Blonde girl, but not one of the twins. Oh, the witch. I know who you're talking about now. Yeah. Yeah, the other big boob girl. Wait. Wait, hold on a second. Wait, when you said I'm thinking of Shiki, did you mean in terms of Gargura or? You know, I think it's very weird that you have a character that uses a squid in her attacks, and somehow it's not sexual. Done. Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. You mistook me saying Gyaru. No. Yeah, no, I'm talking about the VTuber Gargura who just graduated from HoloLive. Honestly, I don't blame you for mishearing me, because when I saw you were talking about Shiki, I thought that's exactly where that went. Now tell me everything you know about Hibari. You're still on about her? What, the fight's over? Now you don't care about me? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, well, probably. I mean, you can't have squid in something Japanese and it just not being sexual. At the same time, though, it's just... Yagyu is not a very sexual character, so... Don't mess with me! I told you no one who ignores me gets away with it! I'm not ignoring you. I'm just asking you about Hibari. Shut up, shut up, shut up! You think you know what it feels like? I don't know what you're feeling. Just answer the question. Yeah, that's it. I get it. I totally understand now. Yeah, no, this is good. This is good shit. You need a little taste of betrayal. Then you'll know how it feels. What are you talking about? Once we took the super secret ninja art school, Hibari thought she could never go back to Hanzo. But she couldn't give up on being a shinobi. It's been her dream, and all. So all she could do was join Hebijo. She threw every last one of you away to keep chasing her dreams. That's ludicrous. Yeah, no, you're right. We were asking for Jake from State Farm, not ludicrous. Big shock, right? But it's true. I mean, I know how you feel about her, but I guess it wasn't mutual. Too bad. Stop your nonsense. If you really don't believe me, just come over to Hebijo and see for yourself. Oh, wait, you don't know where it is. Sucks to be you. Mirai, I'm afraid I have some bad news for you. I won't believe that wench's words. I don't know. Somehow Mirai, wench? The two words just do not seem to go hand in hand with one another. Neptunia does a better job with how it does long PNs. You still have the characters emoting and not staring at a background for 30 minutes. Yeah, so my experience with Neptunia is very minimal. So I can't really speak for... I can't really agree with you completely. I've played part of Neptunia versus Senran Kagura. I've only seen clips of Neptunia for research. So, but I will take your word for it. But you are correct. The problem with the long VN pieces is there is not a lot to it. At least you'll get like a little crumb of it. You get some shots like Hibari and the other girls in the hospital. Still confused why their schoolgirl outfits were black instead of blue in that shot, though. Very weird. Or other bits like the fan service, them eating the takoyaki scroll, or the sushi rolls, etc. But yeah, there really isn't a lot going on. And I think from my experience, that seems to be an issue with visual novels overall, depending on the visual novel. Because sometimes you know, they will actually like give you something that gets the action going. Otherwise, it's the same one action picture that goes on for much longer than it needs to. Darker shade of blue for their skirts. You know what? Maybe. Because yeah, I'm looking at Yagyu right now. That definitely does seem to be the case. But in the image itself, it was very black. Let me see if I can actually... I'm wasting money on it, but... Let me see if I can show you what I'm talking about. Oh, right, I have to buy it first. Oh, here we go. Yeah, do you see? You can see what I'm talking about here. Usually, it is, you're not wrong in that it's usually a very dark shade of blue. But that is black. That is very black. Their ties are black. It just seems very odd for them. Yeah. It's very confusing. But yeah, let's get back to this. Oh my god, we're still in chapter 3. Okay, you know what? I thought that we were done with Hibari already, but I'm gonna do something first before we go any further, because this feels appropriate. Because, I mean, look, she's at... Oh, Jesus, that's short. Oh my god, that is so huge. Oh, her hands are clipping through it. Oh my god. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, shorter doesn't really suit her. But then again, neither does her damaged look. I'm just not sure about the loose... You know what? No, that does suit her. Because, yeah, if she's going to be going to Habijo, she better damn well dress like it. But when I thought when we moved on to Asuka and Yagyu, like, we were done with the Hibari stuff, but no, I guess I was wrong. Ugh. Oh, come on! About 3 years ago, the city's famous sightseeing attraction, the Castle Keep Ruins, was closed in the name of preserving cultural heritage. Now here I am looking up at it, my thoughts a blur. You know what? I'm genuinely curious. Am I the first Senran Kagura streamer you've watched? Has anybody else been exhausted over these parts of the game? So, what do you think of the Habijo campus? It's amazing! The Habijo stronghold is in the most obvious place in the city. No one would ever think real shinobi could still be here today, but here they are, hiding in plain sight. They have gotten exhausted? Okay, good. I guess I'm glad it's not just me. If it weren't for the fact that I can actually find some kind of entertainment value out of these pieces, I would probably skip them, but as somebody who grew up with Mystery Science Theater 3000, I have learned you can riff on anything. You can find something to riff on. Sometimes they would play free missions between story ones when this happened. Yeah, I don't blame them. To be honest, I said this at the start of the stream, probably before you came in, but I'm considering I should probably just be doing free missions beforehand anyway. Because I don't know how the difficulty curve is going to be when all of the characters are so unevenly played. Ever since I transferred to Habijo, Haruka's been really nice, like a whole different person. Penny for your thoughts? Oh, you've stopped talking about wanting to turn me into a doll. She giggles at me. Yeah, I also feigned confusion at this, because I could have sworn she actually was hypnotized by Haruka, but the Hebijo side of the things shows that no, she actually wasn't. Some of them are people with them, so it kind of makes it better for a lot of them, where they'll read it together or comment what's going on within the story. Yeah, I don't know enough people to really do like a joint stream of that kind of thing or anything else. I'm still trying to find my footing as a streamer myself before I consider doing like anything of that ilk. Probably for the better, but if I ever do Shinobi or Estival versus, I am definitely gonna try to see if I can get like somebody on the mic to help me out here, because well, of course I have. If I did that to all my Hebijo friends, I wouldn't have friends now, would I? Friends. I remember that show. It lasted a good 10 years. Good times. I did agree to transfer here. Still, I could never think of Haruka or the others as friends. Yet that's what she just called me. Yeah, but she means it in more like a beneficial thing, Hibari. That brings out a whole lot of very uncomfortable feelings. The school accepted me without a second thought, but to actually be treated as one of them, it's shocking. I'd figured the Hebijo students were all a bunch of loners, too cool for friends. Too cool for school, even. Estival Versus doesn't have them like this. It's pretty minimal. Yeah, it's still good, but still. My thoughts are in a sickening whirl as Haruka gives me the tour. There are 4 different areas inside. The first is Northgate Square. Gravel's been laid down throughout the area, which is so big that a 5-lane, 100-meter track could fit inside. Now I'm just wondering why you haven't done that already. You have this much space, but you don't use it for anything? Oh, of course we do. She stomps on the gravel underfoot. I hear a faint voice groaning beneath us. The floor talks? Fool, keep silent no matter what! She bellows at the ground, then stomps several more times. This is where we train for ground absorption. Become part of the earth, essentially. Must do wonders for your skin. I gaze at the gravel laid on the ground. Now that I look, I see about 20 subtle little lumps here and there. I suppose it's been 30 hours since they started. I mean, they're getting air, right? I would hope they're getting air. It goes that long? What do you mean? They're not even halfway done. Oh, she is very much a Dami Mommy. Really, there is an online multiplayer. Huh. Go figure. I remember they did a multiplayer for Peach Beach Splash, and I know that requires some achievements to get some achievements, rather. I tried that a couple of times, but it was just very exhausting. I don't know, do people even still do the Peach Beach Splash one? As she says that, she passes under the north gate. I have to rush to keep up with her. It opens up to the main hall area, with a garden and a passage separated by trees. We can see the castle keep directly ahead, but a high wall stands in the way. We'd have to go around the west gate to actually reach it. I imagine that there are a whole bunch of stairs at some point in this area. Just look at all these stairs. Next is the south gate. Oh, that's good. If I ever get around to, nah, you know, I don't know. I don't know if I do the online stuff, but EV people, of course, pick the OP characters, so watch out for that when playing online. Yeah, that's assuming I do play online. Right now, the only thing I'm playing on online is Marvel Rivals, and oh boy! Even on Quick Play, that can get me tilted. There's a long bridge in the Southgate area. It extends from far to the south all the way to the castle keep. As we look out over the bridge, I notice bubbles popping in the water. There's a bamboo pipe swaying down there. Yeah, somebody's definitely got to be under there. Yep, okay, I don't even have to say it. You want to get spotted by the enemy? Haruka flings a kunai. Blood billows in the water. The wounded student comes floating up. Just killed somebody. You didn't have to go that far. No one ever learned from ignoring failure. This is how we take lessons to heart. Yeah, I get that. Kind of. The student crawls to shore, then bows before Haruka. Thank you for your guidance! And last but not least, the castle keep. Alright, I will say this. I do like the what's going on here with the middle area of the castle. I don't know if I have to point it out, but you can see it. There's like, it's shaped like mountains. They actually have it looking like the snow on top of a mountain. I like that. Very, very creative. A gold star to whoever designed this castle. As I follow Haruka, I sense someone watching me. I look around, but there's no one there. What's wrong? Keep up, won't you? Okay. Just my imagination running away with me, I guess. I try to keep a close eye on my surroundings as I chase after her. Inside, it looks even more luxurious than when it was a tourist spot. There are a ton of Japanese-style rooms with elegant sliding screens. It's hard to tell which way is a dead end and which way will get you where you need to go. It turns out, everywhere is a dead end. Must be structured to confuse invaders. Bigger in-game... It probably is, yeah. I think when I played it, the 3DS, Senran Kagura 2, when everything is much more spacious, I could definitely see some of that. I noticed lectures taking place in several rooms. Each class has a lot of students. At Hanzo, we only ever had 5 at a time. Everyone seems so focused. I can't help but stop and stare. It's the same here. The Hebijo are taught just like we are. It makes sense when you think about it. I just never given it any thought. Oh my god, that is... Oh. No, that's comedy. That is good comedy. I could actually see that in, like, I don't know, something like a Marvel movie where somebody is... Makes sense when you think about it. I just never thought about it. Oh, you know what? What's his name? Bob. Bob from Thunderbolts. Perfect person for that line. The Hebijo students are the enemy. The cold-blooded minions of evil. Not like us. At least, that's how I always thought of them. None of that is really true. The Hebijo and Hanzo academies aren't that different. No. Really? Like Sonic Adventure thing where the city is bigger in cutscenes than it... Yeah. Ever played a Marvel game? Scratch at Spider-Man games since they don't make games for other characters. I mean, aside from Marvel Rivals. The last time I played a Marvel game? Good God. I have to think about that a little bit, because off the top of my head, the first things that are coming to mind are like the PS1 Spider-Man game And that's going a ways back. And before that, it was just, you know, whatever schlop there was on the Genesis. I know there was one where it was like a team up between Spider-Man and the X-Men where they faced Arcade. But aside from that, like I have not touched any of the PlayStation 2 Spider-Man games that are based on the movies. I haven't played any of the PS4 ones. They just never really spoke to me. They have friends they trust. They study really hard. They live just like any other Shinobi students. For me, that's a shock. It makes me question everything I believed in up until now. So here's the thing. The whole good and evil thing works in context of the characters. However, it doesn't work for their occupation. They're ninjas, no such... See, I've been on that ever since Hamura's point of view. Because I get it in a way that it's deep, but it's just also just like... When you really get down to it, there is no... I feel like that context of the story is meant to be a lesson of, see, these people are just like us. They're not too different from you or me. Which I really do think is a very valuable message in this day and age. But like you said, in the context of the shinobi, the good and the evil, there is really not... Because eventually, like, these girls eventually just become friends anyway. The lines of enemies is gone after Senran Kagura 2. Probably after like, Estival Versus, I'm assuming. Or even Shinobi Versus. Oh. Just keep going. And these two are Yomi and Hikage. The ones who have surprisingly had the least amount of time in the story so far. I snap back to reality. Whoop, there goes gravity. And see two shinobi chatting with each other. I really think there's an artistic beauty to Sprouts. She's at it again. You really like those things, huh? Yes, of course. Without paying me any mind, they keep on chatting away. For starters, there's the texture. It's shiny, but it makes this cute, crispy sound when you bite into it. It's amazing. Just chewing them alone can satisfy your stomach. That's just an illusion. Excuse me? Doing that just tricks your brain into thinking you're full. I mean... It's not a bad idea, actually. Well, yes, but you could put it that way. I don't get what they're talking about, but they keep at it as if Haruka and I aren't there. Oh, Hibari, take a look outside. As Haruka requests, I stick my head out the window. I can see an incredible view of the whole town. Look down below. I see a bunch of shinobi students training below the castle keep. One group is marching, while another is working on practical skills. Shout out to Spider-Man PS1. Quote that game seemed to see... I don't remember it all that well. It's been quite a while. Actually, just while we're on Spider-Man, sorry for this. Which PS2 game is it where you have that infamous gif of Spider-Man just face planting into the floor? It zooms in on the worried face of the scientist and everything just goes kaboom. That's when it hits me. The only difference between Hebijo and Hanzo Academy is who's employing us. As shinobi, our business is the same. Come to think of it, it's kind of silly for our two schools to be fighting each other in the first place. What is a good shinobi? What is an evil shinobi? These little questions are swelling up inside of me so much that I think my brain is going to explode, which is not a good sign because it's probably the size of a peanut. I don't mean to make fun of Hibari, but sometimes, man, sometimes. What is that face, Haruka? A little while later, Hebijo's other two elites arrive on the top floor with us, one after the other. Hamura and the girl who shot Yagyu. Wait, is that famous streamer Senzawa? I love that girl! I can't let that go. But it was my fault it happened. As I start pondering that again, Haruka talks to the other girls. Everyone, this is Hibari, our new transfer student. Nice to meet you. I'm a little dumb still. I do agree, but it's just sometimes that naive. With a character like that, you have to balance the naivety and the innocence. Because it's like, you don't want them to be too dumb. Like, I think a good example of that is, off the top of my head, a good example of that is Seuss from Gravity Falls. Yeah, he's kind of a numbskull, but he's not a complete Nimrod. Mirai, nice to meet you. She holds up a kunai. Ignore me and I'll kill you. I won't ignore you, I answer in a rush, and Mirai turns her back on me. In that case, things are just fine between us. The two were talking before Yomi and Hikage come over. Yomi looks me over, head to toe. She snorts in a ladylike way. Middle class, I'd say. Not ideal, but acceptable. That doesn't really matter. Don't tell me it doesn't matter. Hikage's remark has set her off, and I don't understand why. I'm Hibari. It's nice to meet you. Same. I timidly call out to Yomi, who's facing away from me. Bean sprouts are really tasty, huh? Absolutely, they're nature's meat. I don't think that's how that works. Her expression changes completely. You like bean sprouts? In that case, what's your opinion on the way prices have been going up lately? Personally, Yomi stares, rambling about bean sprouts, eyes shining. Hikage gives the vague hint of a smile. I didn't even know she was capable of that. Thank goodness, she's finally got someone else she can babble about sprouts to. Dumb characters are hilarious, but yeah, something where it's yeah, basically. Like, there is a character that I have who, he's kind of a goof, but, and I'm not talking about the Fizzer persona, he's kind of a goof, but, you know, he's not unaware. And I think the idea with that is, he's very media aware. He's aware of his surroundings. He's aware of what kind of story he's in. So he knows the tropes in and out, so he can just joke about it. But he comes off silly and goofy to others. Not like in a Deadpool way. It's not like he's completely breaking the fourth wall. It's just, he knows what he's in. Yomi's sprout talk grows more and more passionate. Hamura hops up and hides the super secret ninja art scroll in the ceiling. Then we all exit the upper level room. Is that it? No. That could be my chance. If I can get a moment alone, I can take back the scroll. That's why I transferred here to begin with. I don't care if everyone at Hanzo already thinks I'm a traitor. I'll stop at nothing to get the super secret ninja art scroll back. If I don't, I can never show my face to them again. Oh, I left my purse in the room. Hibari, would you be a dear and get it for me? Hibari is feeling moisture and she doesn't know why. We leave those sorts of tasks to the juniors here. I'll be in there alone. This could be it. Okay, I'll go get it. I jog back up to the top floor. So, many stairs. I stare up at the ceiling. The super secret ninja art scroll is right up there. I can grab it in one jump. The question is, what then? How would I get it back to Hanzo Academy without being discovered? I don't have time for this. They'll get suspicious if I take too long. I'll get the scroll first, then work out the rest afterwards. Brilliant planning, Hibari. Just perfect. I see absolutely nothing going wrong. This is all gonna go according to Keikaku, I'm sure. Sentence out of context, funny. I mean, even with the context, like, goddamn, I am very ashamed that in all of my years of writing, I have never once done a Senran Kagura story where Hibari just stays at Hebijo and gets dommed by Haruka nonstop. Just, it is, I don't know. It's like I need the right inspiration to get that one down. There's another Senran Kagura story that I've been trying to get to write for years, but it never really worked out. And it involves an adult anime doujin that I don't know if I'm gonna have the time. I don't know. Can I talk about it on Twitch? I don't know how the regulations are about that kind of discussion, but I digress. If you mean to take it, take it. I spin around to meet Haruka's icy stare. It probably does, but it's like, it's one of those things that I should be writing, dang it. Come on, don't hesitate. Why don't you take the scroll? You were testing me? Let me put it concisely. If you lay a hand on the scroll, I'll turn you into a doll. If you don't... If I don't... Perhaps then we can be genuine friends. Please, just let me go. I don't want to fight. Why not? Because I've seen the students from both schools and we're not really different. We're all just students working hard to learn how to be shinobi. I ask you a question. Do you want the scroll or not? Haruka, please, listen. This is Hebijo Academy. If you want me to listen, you have to follow Hebijo rules. Yeah, it's kind of like what wrestling would call a street fight match, where you got weapons just all over. Yes, victory is everything. So I'll only listen if you can beat me. Come now, let's get started. Really not, because it's like, what does the Hanzo do that's different from the Hebijo? I don't know, man. I wonder if I should act. Nah, you know what? I put Hibari in the outfit. I'm not gonna just go into frantic mode now. Like, at least one fight in the uniform. I swear this is the other problem I have. I said this last time about Senran Kagura 2, where the bathhouse fights just get really repetitive, but now I'm seeing it for myself that a lot of the girls just fight the same character over and over again. Like, you're not really doing unique matchups like, I don't know, Hamura versus Ikaruga or Hibari versus Mirai. Not enough of that. Yeah, it's just the training methods are different. It's kind of like if I were to learn how to... It's like writers. We all have different writing styles because we've been inspired by different individuals. Oh, come on! I blocked that! And I always forget the follow-up. That is my own fault there. Dang it! Okay, okay, okay! Alright. I hate doing this, but... Dang it, come on now. Oh, she is begging me to give it to her harder. Oh my god, what is... There we go, Jesus. I didn't notice it until this transformation, but yeah, they really did work very hard to just... Oh! Pain! Dang it! Alright. Ugh. Oh, come on! How do you expect me to block that? Huh, okay. Alright, I really gotta be careful now. Oh, I beat her. Okay. Such a selfish child. Oh, I didn't even realize that was the last one. Okay. Oh my god. You know, bear with me for a second. I'm just gonna take a quick break. Okay, I'm back. Just a little parched after all that talking. I forgot how... I forgot to have, like, any kind of water. Just... It's one thing to talk when you're streaming, but you're also... When I'm also reading the dialogue on top of everything else, it's a lot. Not yet. This isn't over yet. I'm surprised you knew that was my puppet just now. Really? Because that was a very strong puppet! Why don't you fight me yourself? You'd probably beat me if you did. Oh, who's to say? But to be honest... Well, I'd dearly like us to be friends. Not merely a girl and her doll, but genuine friends. Hummer and the others are friends of mine, of course, but we're all more like sisters in arms, striving together as shinobi. It would be pleasant to have a normal friend like you. Just joking. You didn't think I was serious, did you? It was all in jest. I'm afraid I'm not in the mood anymore. So I'll pretend I didn't see you this time. Move along to your training. If you can't beat me, you can't take back the scroll. Now tuck your tail between your legs and go. Okay. Well, at least we got one level where she's in the Hebijo outfit. That's about all I could ask for. All that effort for a C. Alright, onwards. You're late, rookie. I'm sorry. What happened to Haruka? She left before I did. I see. Well, let's go ahead and get started. First, we'll throw you up against overwhelming odds, and we'll burn the ways to beat them right into your muscle memory. Hibari, you're up first. Oh my god, we're going right into an actual level. Oh, I could have done frantic mode. Ah, well. Oh, she's actually doing the Hebijo introduction. It's kind of neat. Oh, okay. Whee! Naruto run! Also, please don't ask me anything about Naruto. I barely watched it. I think that went over my head. Man, the more I think about it, the more I realize this section is taking a little bit longer than it should. Then again, I think they're expecting me to actually do the shinobi transformation. But it's like, if I don't really need to, if I'm not in need of health or anything, why should I? Okay, so that's it for that part, I think. Oh, that was just the whole level. Man, even if that is the gameplay part, I feel like... Man, there could have been more to that. You're better than I figured. Thanks. Haruka's late, though. What's she up to? Are you worried about her? Damn right, she's my friend. Friend. Take 5. I'm gonna go check on her. Even Hebijo looks after their friends. They really are the same as us. Yeah. Whew, only 4,000. Could have sworn the monetary gains would have been a bit more than that at this point. I look up at the towering castle keep, and it's hard not to feel a crushing sense of intimidation. This is the stronghold of Hebijo Academy. Where is Hibari? I'm brimming over with impatience. Okay, so this isn't Hibari. The receiver in my ear continues to emit a small beep. I let Mirai go for a reason. I flicked a little plant called a remora flower onto her back. The remora flower is extremely sticky and will cling to almost anything, much like its namesake. It's also remarkable at camouflage, with its colors shifting to match whatever it's stuck to. I planted a small tracker on this specific plant, and it's working like a charm. Suddenly, the beeping grows more rapid, which means Mirai is closing in. I immediately conceal myself within the shadow of a tree. Moments later, I see Mirai appear with Hamura and 2 of the others. But there is no sign of Hibari, or Haruka. I wait with bated breath for them to move on. Since Haruka isn't with them, that must mean she's with Hibari. I'd spotted Haruka and Hibari walking together earlier. Were I at my best, I would have confronted Haruka then and there. But in my current condition, I'd likely not survive the encounter. If not for this injury, I pull the bandages away from my skin. It feels wet and sticky. Boy, I'm sure there are other things that I could think of that off the top of my head that are wet and sticky. My hand is stained dark red. Okay, So, well, not the liquid I was thinking of, but right place. My fight with Mirai had caused the wound to reopen. Oh, it's Yagyu. Okay. God damn it. There was no way to tell. I'll just have to wait until Hibari's alone. I thought I was following Hamura this whole time. I grind my teeth thinking of how shameless I'd been. I wouldn't have said what I'd said to the others if I'd known how things would turn out. Regret floods my mind. Back at the hospital, shortly after my fight with Mirai, and it even had the squid painting over the... subtlety! I fit the earpiece into my ear and hear the faint beeping. The beeps are growing farther apart. That means Mirai is moving away from the Shinobi Hospital. If I don't hurry, I'll lose sight of her. As I turn to leave the hospital, the others come in. Yagyu, you need to rest! As I survey their faces, I grow exceedingly angry. Why did you allow Hibari to go alone? My anger drives them back a step. I'd always known Hibari would do something reckless if a situation like this ever arose. If they hadn't left Hibari on her own, Hebijo wouldn't have taken her. They blocked my way to the door. Stand aside. What do you think you can do in your condition? Ikaruga's voice is thick with concern, but to me, it only sounds like meddling. You know how much I hate those damn meddling kids. You won't find her just by wandering around. Katsuragi's never been very sharp, but she couldn't possibly have thought that was my actual plan. Let's all find her together. We're friends, right? I snap at Asuka's words. Friends. If you're such good friends, why did you leave her alone? Asuka has no retort. She simply hangs her head. I don't need friends. I'll do it on my own. You just get in the way. Do not follow me. I push Asuka away. Hand against bosom. I hear her calling me, but I leave the hospital room without looking back. Thinking on it now, I know when I went too far. The blame doesn't rest solely with them. It's my own fault that I was wounded to begin with. If I hadn't been hurt, Hibari wouldn't have felt so guilty. That's why I have to do this. I have to save Hibari from Hebijo. I bind a strip of fabric around the wound, pulling it tight. I can't lose any more blood. I grit my teeth and refocus. I'll save her. I swear it. She's irreplaceable. I can't be without her. If I ever lost her... Just bang already! Jesus! I'm afraid to be alone. Nothing's ever terrified me more than solitude. Ever since that day. Yeah, I know exactly what day she's talking about here, too. Ever since I lost my little sister. She was so adorable. And she disappeared right out from under my eyes. Suddenly, and without warning, lost in my memories of her, I dropped my guard. A sword comes slicing down at me. I dodge in the nick of time. What are you doing here? A solitary lesser shinobi stands, blade at the ready. The shinobi whistles for her friends. 10 of them, 20, more of them keep on gathering. If I were at my best, I'd have options, fight or flee. But I'm not even at half my strength. I toss a bit of special pain-killing grass into my mouth. Bitterness runs across my tongue. Yeah, because that's just laying around, I'm sure. Pain-killing grass. I suppose you leave me no choice. I bring up my umbrella and drop into a defensive stance. Fleeing is not an option. I will fight to the death. And if my death gives Hibari the chance to escape, I wish I could apologize to everyone for what I said. I wish I could talk to Hibari one last time. Numerous as my regrets are, I set them aside and focus on my breathing. Once it's at the pace I need, I kick my right leg out. Whew! Serious business. I slash, slash, and slash again. I stay on the move, never in one place long enough for my foes to draw a bead on me. So many enemies stand against me, yet one by one I whittle down their numbers. In my current condition, however, such tactics are risky. The more violent my movements, the wider my wound opens. I feel myself growing faint from the blood loss. Even so, I continue to wield my umbrella until the very last possible moment. When my vision blurs. I won't be beaten. Hibari, I have to rescue her. I can't give up. Ah! I thought we were going into a fight. Come on. My knee hits the ground. I've finally reached the end of my strength. Water. The lesser shinobi moved to surround me. It's over. It's over! This is it. I close my eyes and accept the... Sorry, just having a moment of thought. Because I don't remember, actually. Because I could have sworn something did happen to her eye, and, you know, that gave her the eye patch. So, I don't know if the eye is still under the eye patch or not. But when I think about, like, somebody who's half blind, like she is and Mirai is, and, you know, they say they close their eyes plural, it gives me pause. Because my thought is like she lost her eye or something. I don't know, just thinking too much, I think. One second. An image of Hibari floats in the back of my mind. It was raining that day. On my way to the Hanzo Academy entrance ceremony, I looked out at the schoolyard and saw a girl playing with no umbrella. It's weird that other people didn't have umbrellas, yet I was the only one. Why was that? That was Hibari. She was stomping around in the puddles with rain boots on, laughing merrily. To my surprise, I found myself transfixed. She reminded me so much of my sister. No, it wasn't that she looked like her, but for a split second, I truly believed my sister had come back. She hadn't, obviously. My sister can never come back. She didn't survive the traffic accident. Some say she got isekai'd. What world she may have gone to, I'll never know. But I hope she does well with her next life as the villainess. Hibari noticed my presence and ran over to me, smiling. Do you like the rain too? I didn't know what to say, so I just hemmed and hawed for a moment. That's still too much emotion even for you, Yagyu. Oh, the entrance ceremony's about to start. They'll be mad if we're late. She took my hand and started to run. Even now, I still remember the warmth of her touch. I hear the sound of a sword striking a kunai. I open my eyes. And there, I see Asuka, Ikaruga, and Katsuragi. All of the lesser shinobi have been neatly dispatched. Pardon us for getting in the way, but we decided to follow you. Asuka gives an innocent smile. Ikaruga approaches and tends to my injuries. This is just some basic first aid, but it'll stop the bleeding. And good thing we got here in time. Katsuragi looks as carefree as ever. Why Why did you... They exchange looks back and forth.
どうしてって
What do you mean? Because we're friends! Asuka's words lay it out, plain to see. 1 and 1 makes 2, 2 and 1 makes 3. I'd effectively rejected our friendship, and yet here they are, telling me that. I can't hold a candle to her. I can't compete with someone that pure of spirit. But maybe that means she can save me from my own stubbornness.
それで柳生ちゃん
So, Yagyu, fill us in. Where's Hibari? And the
超
scroll?
秘伝忍法書は
I tell her what I know, and she tells me she's going to rescue Hibari alone. One person can infiltrate the castle more easily than 3 or 4. You sure about that? Are you sure about that? As she departs for the keep, I see speak softly to her, steadily shrinking back.
ひばりを頼む
Take care of Hibari.
仲間
I
に
know I can count on you, my
任せられ
friend.
る
Almost as though she could hear my voice, she quickly looks back at me and gives me a thumbs up. Hang on a second, I got an itch in my
ここ
ear.
が蛇じゃ半蔵とは違った木に満ちている
So this is Hebijo Academy. It feels completely different from Hanzo.
どこも見張り
It's
の
crawling
数
with
がすごい
guards. The sheer scale of it's just amazing.
ひばりちゃんの居場所は
Yagi told me roughly where Hibari is, but I don't see any way of getting in there without a fight.
さすがに無理みたいで
Were you expecting to avoid the fights? 'Cause I can't see that happening.
でも
Still, Hamura and her crew aren't there right now either.
よし
Alright,
行くしかない
I've gotta move!
仲間を返してもらいに来ました皆さん道を
I've come to get my friend back. Everybody, step aside! Now we're in for a fight. You know what? I'm gonna see how I can, how I do with frantic mode.
命がけ
I am very positive that this is going to suck, but
耐え忍びます
that is a risk I am willing to take.
開始
You know, with how easy it is to actually get the energy needed for the stronger moves, this should not be that hard to do.
まだまだいけるよかわせるかなこれが全力だよ半蔵流
I say that, but I just completely missed a whole bunch of people, so... Where are you going? Why are you running? Oh, no, none of that. Oh my god, even in frantic mode, you were so slow. Now where am I going? Okay. I always forget there's even a double jump. Oh my god, that was awesome. Oh, now we're in. Okay. Guess I was going the wrong way. I guess? Wait, did I? Thought I saw a scroll over here. Did I get it? I wonder if is something over this way. Probably not. I am probably wasting my time, but I don't know why they have this here anyway if it's not actually going anywhere. Yeah, no, there is nothing. Okay. Actually, yeah. Oh, there's like a snake route over there. You know, they talk about the castle keep the whole time, but they don't mention anything about the big snake statue, I guess. Was that not important? Also, we're not on the side... I don't know. I think we're on the side that doesn't show off that, mountain range that I was talking about. Oh, don't you dare tell me that's the enemy. Really? All they had to do was run to the right spot, and that's the... I hate when missions do that. Yeah, he's right. That is a nice view. Oh, dang it. Okay. Asuka, what are you doing here? And where are your clothes? Can't you tell? I'm here to rescue you. Rescue me after what I did? Doesn't matter what you did. Friends help each other out. Friends. My god, you guys have been saying that word so much in this chapter, it has lost all meaning. Don't worry about the scroll, we'll figure something out. Chin up. What's wrong? Something on your mind? No, it's nothing. No big deal. Then let's go. We need to meet up with the others and get out of here. Hey! Cleared Chapter 3 of Hanzo National Academy arc. Thank God! Just, I did it. But at what cost? Oh my god. Look, I forget, when I first played this, I completely forgot that Chapter 3 focused so much on the Hibari chapter. And again, like, just going back to it, playing as her, it feels like such a pain. I'm not a fan of her fighting style to begin with, so I don't think that helps. Like, you really need to have been a fan of Hibari going into this game to appreciate her, probably. And again, no, this is not my first set. This, okay, let me try to start from the beginning, because I guess you're a new person. This is not my first Senran Kagura game. I've played the two 3DS games. I've played part of Shinobi. I've played all of Peach Beach Splash. This is my first time playing Burst Renewal, however. You can watch through the VOD for everything that's been talked about up to this point. I'm not sure how much of this I'm going to want to repeat of myself. Nothing against you, but thank you for stopping by the way. I hope you do, if you don't mind, you know, a little subscribe, follow, however you do it on Twitch. I don't mind it in the slightest. But yeah, I am intimately familiar with Senran Kagura. I think now that Hibari is part of Hanzo again, though, like, I can definitely change her out of the Hebijo uniform. Yeah, well, I'm not going to agree or disagree with that aspect of it, but because I do enjoy the game, but I am very well aware that when it comes to the PlayStation version of the game, they took out quite a bit. And by a bit, I mean, I'm pretty sure they took out this whole thing. And unfortunately, that's like half of the reason that we haven't had a new Senran Kagura game since Peach Beach Splash. Not counting Reflection or Peach Ball, those are side games. And nothing against New Wave Link, which, again, just closed up today. But a real Senran Kagura game. And I kind of understand they did this just so, you know, we could tie, you know, there's a clear tie back to people who only just came through from the PS4 games. Or, not the 3DS games. But yeah, I'm gonna go for at least another half hour. So, we'll see how far we get. Ugh. Just... Ugh. Could have added more enemies for battles. Felt like just kept the same amount of enemies for the story. The battle seems super short. Yeah... I think this is kind of just... You're not wrong. I've said this before, but this is kind of just an issue with this game in particular because it was made with the portable handheld in mind. They weren't thinking about, you know, longer spurts of gameplay. They were just thinking about, you know, they want to tell the story, but they don't have enough to... like invest in the CGI or anything of the sort. You had the long visual novel stuff, which I'm only going through half because it's part of the story, half because I think I can still get some kind of entertainment value out of it. They could have added something. They did add stuff, but not enough stuff that I think that really needs to expand this game. And I've compared it before to, arguably, you know, gacha games where you have all this long talk, but not enough gameplay. And the current example off the top of my head, Combat definitely better than S4 Versus. I'm not going to agree or disagree. I need to get to S2 Versus at some point. Off the top of my head, though, Zenless Zone Zero had the same issue very early on. I don't hate the TV mode that a lot of people did from that game, but its issue was just for what you were doing. It didn't feel like it justified the short spurts of combat that you faced. And I think those short spurts were even shorter than Senran Kagura is right now. In any case... the gray area. Take the form of Hamura, fight me and don't hold... Okay. Kiria disguised as Hamura. Okay. See, I don't know if... There's parts of me that feel like... Oh, that feel like there's a stiffness to this that isn't in the 3DS version of the game. I can't really explain it, but... like, we just got done dealing with Hibari's chapter. I'm ready to just move on. Come on, Hibari, cheer up. I try to sound as cheerful as possible, but Hibari's still down in the dumps. She's clearly been acting funny ever since we got back from Heavy Joe. I guess. Even Ikaruga can't make her smile. She's not like her old self at all. Everyone can sense it, and it's really done a number on the mood in the ninja room. Master Kiria walks into the room, exhaustion on his face. He sighs at us. I'd like a moment alone with Hibari, please. What you gonna talk about? He doesn't answer. Well, so much for curiosity. We all slip out of the room. Once we're outside, Asuka, Ikaruga, and Yagyu all walk off in separate directions. Okay, so we're on Katsuragi's perspective. I get how they feel. I'd rather be alone right now, too. I walk off campus and wander around. I lose track of time as I roam the town. Then, before I know it, the sun's starting to set. I must have walked a long way. Just as I mutter that, something flies at me out of nowhere. Damn it! I was daydreaming and somebody got the drop on me. I'm dead meat. But in that same instant, a mass of fluff poofs right into my arms. Perfectly round body, cute little brown eyes. Any way you look at it, it can only be Choco.
Choco!
Okay, good. I got the pronunciation right. I hug him with all my might. Choco wags his tail like there's no tomorrow.
Choco! Choco!
Tears gush from my eyes, and he laps them all up. I've missed you. I've missed you so much, Choco. Choco. I hug him, and time seems to freeze for a moment. He jumps back out of my arms and starts running somewhere. What's wrong? I hurry after him. He looks back, his tail fluttering back and forth. I think he wants me to keep on following him. No way. Couldn't be. No chance. It hits me all at once. I know where he's trying to take me. Only one place it could be. He's taking me to Mom and I chase after him as fast as I can. Okay, hold on a second. I swear this background, this same background, was something that I've seen in Peach Ball during their cutscenes. Am I crazy? Because I swear, this exact area looks like something that I would have found in Peach Ball from, I don't know, I want to say Yomi. Just looks very familiar is all. Over mountains, through valleys, across rivers. Running, running, running. Finally, he stops in a remote mountain forest. What I see there is a small village hidden away from everything. I follow Chaco's line of sight. There's a field ahead, with eggplants, tomatoes, and cucumbers. Some of the backgrounds have been used on many other... Probably. I'm pretty sure that a lot of these, in particular, have been recycled or remastered from the first Senran Kagura game. But it's just that particular background, it hits for some reason. And past that field, gasp, I see my parents. There they are, weeding the crops. My eyes overflow with tears. They trail down my cheeks. Choco runs around my feet. It's like he's telling me to hurry up and go to them. But I stop myself. Choco, I can't. I can't go see them. I understand everything. I know why my parents left me. It's because they failed a mission as shinobi. When shinobi fail a critical mission, they're expected to pay with their lives. But my parents didn't do that. After they failed their mission, they abandoned me at home and disappeared. Since then, they've been so-called renegade shinobi, secretly living here in this village. They left me to protect me from whatever punishment might still come their way. If I go to them now, I'd put us all at risk, and their sacrifice would be for nothing. Shh, thank you for bringing me here, Choco. I give him a big hug. It's enough for me just to know where my parents are, to know they're safe. Now can I get to live with them again? Oh, how can I get to live with them again? I'll have to become the most elite good shinobi I can be. If I can rise high enough in the ranks, maybe I can gain enough influence to have them both pardoned. So I have to grow stronger. Strong enough to hold them again. Come on now. Get going. I pull away from Choco.
早く行って。
Go on now. He gives me a puzzled look, then turns and runs back into the field. I have to get out of here and fast, before my parents notice me.
お父さん、
Dad,
お
Mom,
母さん、
I promise. I'll come back again.
必ずまた来るから。
Then we can all go home. I wipe the tears from my eyes.
一緒に帰ろうね。
Not played any of these games in any format. Is there an order to try them in as there seems so sorry, just taking a second to answer this. So Senran Kagura Burst Renewal is a remake of Senran Kagura Burst on the 3DS. It has a sequel, Crimson Shadow, Senran Kagura 2 on the 3DS, but there's a different lineup of games that I think follows a different timeline on PS Vita and PS4. So after those games, there's Shinobi versus Estival versus Peach Beach Splash, and then we come back to this remake. So this is a remake. I would say if you want to get into Senran Kagura, this is the place to start. Or if you can find... Oh, no, yeah, this is definitely the place to start. I almost forgot. I'm not sure what country you're from, but in America, the only way you could play Senran Kagura is through the Nintendo 3DS eShop. Unfortunately, the eShop has been disconnected. Unless you do, like, pirated ways to get your 3DS working and able to work the eShop and stuff, there's no other way you can do it. Unless you can get a 3DS from Europe, I want to say Great Britain, and unless you can find you can find a copy of Senran Kagura from the UK pretty easily. I don't know how much a 3DS costs from that region though, because it is region locked. You can't play the Japanese Senran Kagura or the UK Senran Kagura cartridge on a US 3DS, so you'd have to buy from that region. So yeah, there is an order. Start here. Try to find Crimson Shadow for the 3DS, just so you have familiarity with it. Then you go through... Yeah, Sailing the Seas, exactly. It's a lot, but... When I get back to the ninja room, everyone's standing at the door, looking confused.
まだ話が終わってないのか。
Still not done talking? I strain to hear them, and I can just make out Master Kiria talking to Hibari. If you feel responsible, should you not attempt to retrieve the super secret ninja art scroll? I don't hear Hibari say anything back. I get the impression the whole conversation's gone like this. I open the door to the ninja room and walk in. Katsuragi, who said you could come in here?
だっても
It's
う
not
拉
like
致が
I'm
上が
getting
るだろ。
anywhere, is it? Yagyu walks into the ninja room behind me.
キリア先生、
Master Kiria, we would like to join this
話し合いに参
discussion.
加させてください。
Ikaruga and Asuka both walk in after her.
超秘伝忍法書のことなら
If it's about the super secret
私たち
ninja
の
art
問題でもあ
scroll,
ります。
it's a problem for us all.
そうです。
That's right! Master Kiria finally gives in to our combined forces. Very well. Take your seats, all of you. Master Kiria stands at the podium and looks out at us. Where in that room is there a podium? As long as the scroll remains in Hebijo custody, all shinobi students at Hanzo Academy are suspended. As if on cue, we all go pale. Double D... You know what? I don't remember. Yeah, you're talking about Senran Kagura 2 for the combos, right? I don't remember anything about that part. Region lock also mean it may not be in... No, it's in English from the UK. It's just... I don't think it's American English. It's British English, your O's and U's and Z's. Alright. As if on cue, we all go pale. And no other shinobi school will accept any of you.
それじゃ
You mean, we can't be shinobi? Master Kiria
で
nods.
すか
Asuka slumps, and I give her a big slap on the back.
何落ち込んでん
You
だ
all
よ
down on the mouth for? This just means we have to get the scroll back, right? I say, and I mean every word. I can't afford to give up on being a shinobi. It's the only chance I have of ever being with my parents again.
そうですよね
You're right! Yeah, exactly. Color versus color. Oh, yeah, the tag team system. Yeah, no, that was fine. It did give a little bit of fun creativity. I don't know why they got rid of that. Asuka's face lights up.
取り返しましょう超秘伝忍法書
Let's go recover the super secret ninja art scroll.
あ
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone's motivation is maxed out now. Except for Hibari's. She still looks gloomy as hell.
どうしたひばり
What is it, Hibari?
ここで頑張って
This is your big chance to fix everything.
そうだよそうだよ
Right, right. We can do this, Hibari. Despite our encouragement, she doesn't react at all.
カツネ
Do you have any
じゃ
idea
あ秘伝
how
忍法
to
書
get
を
the scroll
取り
back,
返す
Cat?
って
She snaps with a
どうやって
whisper.
そりゃもちろ
Oh,
ん
obviously, we have to beat up Heavy Joe. Ooh, I hear that hesitation.
ひばり
I
見たんだ
saw...
よ
A twinge of sadness flickers over her face.
何をだ
Saw what? Yagyu asks gently.
ヘビ女の人
Just
たちだ
because they're
って
heavy Joe doesn't mean they're
根
bad
っからの
people.
悪い人じゃない
They
よ
study really hard and they
みん
look
な
after
一生
their
懸命
friends.
勉強してたし
Just like we do.
仲間のことを大切にしてたひばりたちと一緒なんだ
Too
よ
much work, give every character a special... Yeah, I guess with when the games are... You're doing like, you know... You got 20 characters at the point of the Vita and PS4. No, not 20. Like, yeah, no, 20. So I can kind of understand that. It's a shame, but, you know, it worked for the system at the time. I don't know if they'd ever do it again for a Senran Kagura 2 remake. Assuming they ever get to it. Please. Marvelous. Honey Parade. Is anybody listening? I can tell she's been wanting to say all that for a while, especially when she starts tearing up.
善人とか悪
What's the
人とか
difference between a good shinobi and an evil one? And why do we have to fight each other? The ninja room goes quiet. I can't think of anything to say. I've never thought of the Hebijo students as anything other than opponents before. To be fair, how long have you guys known them for? I don't know how much time has passed since the start of this game, but I can't imagine they've known them very long. But now that she mentions it, it makes sense. Maybe good and evil really are just a matter of perspective. Kingdom Hearts, summed up in one sentence. Even my parents are no different. Renegade shinobi are evil, but I don't think my parents that way. In fact, they did what they felt was right to protect me. The Hebijo are the same way. I'm sure they're just doing what they think is right.
ひばり
I don't
わ
know.
からない
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
どうしキリア先生
Master
お
Kiria,
願いがあります
I have a favor to ask. It wasn't Ikaruga or Yagi who broke the silence, but Asuka.
なんだ
What is it?
私に
Please
指導
let me
させて
train.
ください
修行
Train? Asuka just stares at Hibari. I get it. Asuka has an idea. I know she does. She must want to tell Hibari something through training. Somewhere along the line, Asuka discovered a knack for leadership. I decided to let her handle this. Asuka, why are you training now? I didn't want to fight Hamura either. So I do understand where you're coming from. Then... But that's all changed now. How so? If you'd seen me train before, you'd know. Oh, that's cute. Got a little dolls over there. Are they made out of toilet paper? Where are the other two? Master Kiria, please. Very well. I'll play the part of your rival. Keep up with me. My rival? You mean... Alright. Aye, Asuka. We'll show you a yeah, I get it. It's no in the name of the moon, but... I mean, somebody's got... Yeah, I just made myself a little sad. Because I just realized I've seen like some Senran Kagura cosplayers, but I don't think I've ever seen anybody like do it seriously. Or not enough people doing it, rather. Dang it! I was getting ready for a parry, and I knew it was coming, but... Was it actually? Oh yeah, that was 100 hits. Neat. Oh, hey! Successfully performed a 300-hit combo. Neat! I did the thing! Yeah, I wonder if these are all supposed to be the underling shinobi at Hanzo. I know they're not really talked about much, and as far as I'm aware, Ayami is like the last member of the Hanzo Academy that's introduced. I'm aware that there's probably a lot of characters I'm unaware of in New Wave, New Link, but... I swear I just let one get away. I'm not familiar with the other factions outside of the Crimson Girls Squad, Gessen, Hanzo, and Habijo. Jesus! There we go. Alright, thanks. And hey, thank you for joining me. I'm doing more of this tomorrow night, actually. So if you want to keep up with when I do the streams, just please subscribe. Dang it. I didn't even think about this. Is she in her Habijo form, or is this her shinobi transformation? Dang it. Actually, you know what the shame is? As far as I'm aware, Hamura and Yumi actually do have appearances in non-Senran Kagura games. Hamura is a DLC character for I forget the name of it, but it was a Nitro Plus battle game that featured Super Sonico, because of course it did. And okay, so that was okay. And Yumi is in Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. And it kind of frustrates me that it's only her one each to represent Senran Kagura. Like, really? We can't have our own Street Fighter-esque game? Really? It'd be something, at least. Overshot. I mean, think about how the battle mechanics would go for a game like that if you... Actually, no, wait. There's, Oh my god, it's all coming back to me. Now that I remember it, there is a... I want to say it was Dead or Alive, where a lot of the Senran Kagura outfits are actually DLC. I don't know if they feature the mechanics of the clothes being torn as the fight goes on, but it makes me realize just... Yeah, Senran Kagura could definitely have a Street Fighter game. And I am both ashamed and amazed that nobody has thought to do that in the time frame between now and Peach Beach Splash. Like, you really could just tell the story through those fighting games, and I don't think anybody would have a problem with it. I know Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle, not Blaze Blue in general. Oh my god! Wait, did I block her? Where are you? Dang it! Okay. Dang it! I gotta be better about the timing on the parries. Dang it! Lucky. Oh, that didn't end it. Now where is she? There we go. Dead Alive, jiggle physics on this and games close damage. Yeah, you're right. I'm so angry that somebody hasn't done it by now. Because I really do wish that I could have more Senran Kagura media. But as a wise man once said, you have to be the change you want to see. And that is why I write. Because, yes, god dang it, we are missing out. Honestly, it really should, like, if it wasn't for the fact that I'm busy with some other things right now, I'd probably be writing some Senran Kagura stuff just to get it out of my system. Master Curio, one more. No, as many times as it takes. Let's keep going until I can't even stand. Asuka, you might want to reconsider the context of what you're saying. DAD fans feel... I know all too well about that. I'll get to that once I'm done with this cutscene. Please, Asuka, that's enough. Aww. Hibari. I get it, Asuka. The only thing we can do is become shinobi. Yeah, the drive to succeed exists in both good and evil shinobi. It's just like you said. We want to be the best we can.
どっちが正しい
Doesn't matter who's right. That's not the point. We fight because we're working toward a goal.
私たちは忍びを目指しているから戦うんだよ。もし
If there's one way we can really communicate with Heavy Joe, it's through battle.
それは戦いの中にしかないと思う。
Yeah,
そうだね。
I get it.
ひばりも
I'll come along with you and help get back the scroll. Whatever happens, I'll fight.
どんな結果になったとしてもヘビ女の人たちと戦うよ。
Man, I hate when the dialogue is longer than the actual text. Obviously, that's a translation issue, but I still that's a.
そうすれば
You think that'll help them understand us and maybe help us understand
分
them?
かってもらえるかな。ひばりはヘビ女の人たちのこともっと理解できるかな。きっとできる。
Count on it. Our drive to become shinobi is like a language we all understand.
アスカちゃん。
Happens in anime from time to time. Yeah. Come on, Hibari. Let's give it all we've got. Okay. Come on. I could do bigger than a D. What they're saying in the Japanese language, something are said longer. I know there was an issue with something like Naruto, where because of how a lot of sentences with exclamation marks and with like it's like a certain word or something, they had to end the sentences with believe it or something rather than try to stretch it out or something like that. Still a lot of dough for a low grade. Boo. Okay, so that's gonna do it for... Oh, I beg to differ. There are plenty of JAV girls and probably adult stars that can do bigger than a D. In particular, Hitomi Tanaka, I think is a very infamous example. My personal favorite, P-chan, who used to go by the name of Fuko before she retired, she was a P-cup. And all of a sudden, I'm very disappointed that we haven't had to try to get, like, something bigger than that. I know Haruka. Her cup size grows the longer that the series goes on. I'm pretty sure by the time we reach Estival Versus, her shinobi outfit has underboob on it. But yeah, quite frankly, I understand. Going back to, speaking of D's, going back to high school DD, DXD, I don't know which one's the actual thing. But going back to that, I understand that a lot of Japan has changed because we're not doing, we're not doing long-term, long-run anime anymore the same way that you would have Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super even, One Piece, perfect example there. We're not doing all of that. It's all seasonal now, and I understand that. But I am very perplexed at the fact that High School DD has not had another season, because my understanding of it is it's a very popular anime. Well, it's very difficult to do. Again, you have to do like piracy in order to find these. I'm not going to talk too much about it because, again, I don't know how much of what I'm saying is acceptable by Twitch's terms. Hell, if I ever do upload these VODs or a compilation to YouTube, I'm not sure how much I can get away with. Regardless, I'm actually very surprised because I think the light novel is still going on. And, you know, anime is usually very important to the culture of manga because it's not used as just a way to make like a new property or anything in Japan. I forget. I'm sorry, Smirky. I don't know I forget what that part was referenced to, but it does fascinate me that, yeah, again, the anime is promotional for the manga or the light novels. I have that issue too with a lot of the Yuri manga that I've been picking up. Whisper Me a Love Song, Yuri Is My Job, I'm in Love with the Villainess. They all have good... Well, I can't speak about Whisper Me a Love Song. Haven't watched that one, and unfortunately I don't know if I ever will, but they all have very great stories, especially I'm in Love with the Villainess. I've read the light novel for that one, up to halfway through light novel 3. And I'm very disappointed that a lot of Yuri anime doesn't get a second season by the sound of it. Character scene in terms of sexy that isn't 90s anime. I'm not going to disagree. Funny thing is, the only reason I even know what High School DD is because, like, I was I think I could say it here. I was commissioned to write a story about High School DD. It was the first one I did. It was based on something that I think was, you know what? While I'm talking, I think I'm just gonna mess around in the dressing room for a little bit. If you don't mind, just indulge me a little. But the premise was that it was based on something. It was based on a fan fiction that I didn't fully read. I only read like the first scene. But it was about a guy that was cheating on Issei, and I guess he kills him. And then Issei gets like a power that's different from Drake. I'm not sure if any of you guys even know what I'm talking about, but I've seen the show, I've seen the characters, Dee. Yeah, no, I am very familiar with the show. I've had to become intimate with the show because to this day I still get commissioned to write High School DD stories. To my surprise, they are still very well read. You can actually look up my archive on Archive of Our Own. I have a couple of stories that surprisingly seem to be my most popular. I say surprisingly because I had no idea how... Oh yeah, I gave her a letter to do. Fanfic. It's on AO3 and it should be HeroFizzer. I'm not gonna describe them, but some of the titles include... one of the most recent ones I've started is called Devilish Escorts. The longest one I've done is Here Come the Brides. It's all very smutty stuff, but I'm going to warn you right now. A lot of this content is going to vary in terms of what it's about, because if you're into the lovey-dovey stuff, I have some of that. If you're into things that are... I'm gonna just be blunt. There may be some NTR stuff. I know that is not a very popular thing with some people, but I promise it's well written. Please don't hate me. Okay, 4 of you guys are still here, so I'm taking that as a good sign. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's not really a good look for you, Asuka. To an extent. And yes, it can be done well. I only warned, though, because I, in the past, have gotten comments. You know, I've had people complain because how dare I write it in the first place? And it's like, dude, I don't know what to tell you because I make sure I tag my shit. I tag my stuff. I can't help it that you have entered my domain and are upset with the way that I play with my toys. But yeah, I would argue, though, a lot of... It is also commissioned. I have to point that out right away. Some of it is commissioned content. Because I wouldn't write some of these stories otherwise. Some of these bikinis are all the same in a way. Oh, actually, you know what? Actually, yeah, you know what? That works a lot better with the Haruka outfit. Might as well just stick with it. Such a limited hair. You know, the more I think about it, the more I realize that you could actually... Good reason for the character to cheat on the other. Example story with MJ and Spider-Man, like his hero life is getting in the way of his... Oh my sweet summer child, you have no idea. Spider-Man, for whatever reason, invites the worst kind of people. And I get it. Because some people are probably still very, very salty about One More Day. I understand that. And this still looks terrible. No. I understand that, but sometimes you need a change in atmosphere. To an extent, I understand what's going on now with the MJ stuff in the Spider-Man comics, where Venom is... She's wearing Venom. She is a symbiote to Venom. Do I even have the outfits for idols? I don't think so. I think I have to buy them. I don't want to dress them up as idols right now, though, either, because it's just, it ruins the oh, yeah, well, sorry, I might have spoiled something for you there, then. No, it's not a fan fiction. It's like, in actual Marvel Comics, they are doing stuff where Mary Jane is now connected to Venom. Venom is a symbiote to Mary Jane. And there are probably stories and comics about that. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. That's right, I gave her that uniform. Yeah, probably. You know what? It's so hard to be a comic book fan nowadays. Not that it's nothing against... I mean, obviously, I'll still watch a lot of the Marvel and DC movies, but it's so hard to be into comic books themselves nowadays. Because... Oh my god, I forgot how loose that was. Man! But yeah, it's tough to be a comic book fan because not only are you bogged down by a lot of the continuity, but a lot of creative choices have led to really bad and annoying decisions. Yeah, she actually looks pretty good in this. But there are a lot of questionable decisions, and a lot of those choices have been made also because of what was going on with the movies at the time. You know, X-Men movies. X-Men is owned by Fox. We can't promote the X-Men comics. How about we promote the Inhumans instead? Yeah, people love the Inhumans, right? People know who the Inhumans are. They understand who the Inhumans. Military. You know what? Yeah, I think it's about time I actually go ahead and just put some money into the store. Yeah. Although, let me fix this up. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, but thank you for indulging me in a lot of that discussion. No, okay, so in the comics, for the last couple of years, God knows how long, I haven't read them, but I've just been, whatever I see, I've been following up on. So there was this guy named Paul that Mary Jane just started dating out of nowhere. There's a longer story behind it, but long story short, nobody likes him. The fans want Paul gone, but Marvel doesn't want to get rid of him for whatever reason. And it's so frustrating. So they had Mary Jane as a superhero for a while, and now she is attached to Venom. It is no es bueno. Yeah, there was a lot to it. As you can gather, comic books can be very... They can be something. Something, I'm not gonna say unpleasant, but... Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't know. Are they even doing a third Spider-Man game for the PlayStation? What does this even do? I don't know. Yeah, that is... One of the caveats I can give the Spider-Verse movies is that, they give us a variety of Spider-Men, rather. And, that's one of the faults, I would say, of having so many different reboots for, Spider-Man over the years, because, you've had the Sam Raimi Spider-Man, you've had... Oh, wow. Oh, wow, yeah, that is... Oh, hang on a second, I gotta fix that up. Because clearly this deserves some attention. Where was I? Oh, okay, it's not... I can't use it as a bikini... Oh, it's because it's lingerie. Whatever. Oh, yeah, the spider... you were able to do more than just, the same Peter Parker over and over again, where he's never aged. Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't mind Black Cat and Spider-Man 2. I think we're at a point now, too, where you could do a Black Cat relationship, and there wouldn't be much of a problem. Because at least, if I had a nickel for every time there was a piece of Spider-Man media where Black Cat was hitting on Spidey until she realized how old Parker was under the mask, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened more than twice, right? Yeah, we all want Peter to be happy, but some people don't. And it is aggravating. Like, we really just can't have nice things. You are absolutely right. It is... Oh, you know what? Actually, this actually suits her very well. Maybe I'll have this as her, I'll have that as her transformation outfit. I know I said it kind of just doesn't sit with the continuity and all, but god damn it, that actually looks really nice on her. I see why you went with it now. Like, very suiting. 10 out of 10. I need to find an artist. I know there's at least like one artist that does Senran Kagura art. Off the top of my head, I can't remember their name, which is annoying me, but even aside from them, I really should try to get somebody to commission to get Ikaruga in this outfit. It is very nice. Actually, let me just... Frame of reference. Gotta have a character sheet. But yeah, but yeah, so Spider-Verse gives us Miles Morales, it gives us Spider-Gwen. You know, we also have a Spider-Man who has a child now. Thank God. Like, that's all I want. Yes, exactly. It is a problem. It is a problem that I swear needs to get fixed. But I don't know where to start with it. The problem is all in Marvel. Maybe Disney to a larger extent. Because they don't really... It doesn't feel like they care much about the comic aspect of Marvel so much as it is the movies, because that's what's making the money right now. So, there is all of that. Oof. That was a lot. So, let me just double check. Save again and let me double check. We are on... Chapter 4, Section 2. Okay, so... Spidey was supposed to be a character who had hardships, overcame them, and they didn't last long for him. Ugh, yeah, it is a pain. One of these days, but Peter is gonna actually get good. He's gonna have something good come his way. He deserves it. That said, though, I am going to end for tonight. So we are closing in, from my count. We are closing in on the end of the game, or at least the Hanzo route. I'm going to be here tomorrow night, so thank you everybody for stopping by. I'm going to continue Senran Kagura Burst Renewals again tomorrow night. I'm considering a playthrough on Monday. That's debatable, and also depends on how far we get in the Hanzo route, but rest assured, I will be here, and so please, tune in tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're anywhere on the East Coast America, 9 p.m. EST. So My time right now, it is almost 12:30 in the morning. So minus 3, about 21 hours from now. Yeah, 9, so yes. So please, subscribe, follow, do whatever you gotta do to keep up with the notifications. Follow me on Blue Sky. I'm gonna update this VOD tomorrow with the links and everything else, but you can check out the other VODs. You're welcome, Smirky. Thank you, and thank you, Skullbone, for being here as well. That's it. I'm going to call it a night. Have a good evening, and I will see you here tomorrow. Same Fizzer time, same Fizzer channel. Good night.